This is incredible to have you guys here. Not only Hiro-san, which everyone knows, but Chef Mike. What an incredible honor to have you here in the studio. Everyone knows who you are. You are the Michelin star sushi chef in Orlando.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here.
Let me tell you what a pleasure. We had such a great time over the summer, hanging out with you. Seems like such a long time, but it just like came together so natural, right? So,
yeah, absolutely. And here we are. This is hopefully episode 1 of the new podcast by Diaries of a Master Sushi Chef. So super stoked to be here. Yeah, I mean, it was just this summer we just won a Michelin star to Seki. Randomly DM'd you guys. I was like, hey, I slid into DMs and was like, hey, guys, we just won a Michelin star. We're only in Orlando. I know you guys are based in down south Florida. How about come up and see what we're doing? And I really just wanted you guys to see the story. We went to the garden, we went to the farm, and got to meet the team and some of the special things we're doing with some of the local vendors in Orlando. And then we just hit it off, hopefully.
Yeah, we cooked for some of our friends down there. Yep.
Yeah, and then we met back up. I was doing a little filming in California and just so happened.
Yeah, was on the San Diego.
Yeah.
We got a collaboration first moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that felt so natural too, cooking. I mean, it was so fun just cooking and just like, you know, when you're in your element with chefs, you know, we always say if chefs can dance together, you know, and like it was so easy for us to kind of like dance in the kitchen and work together. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, podcast episode 1. Super stoked to be here.
Yeah, this is great. So, you know, Hiro and I, we've been doing it for 11 years already. And we're like, you know what? Meeting Mike is such a great guy. I know what you see in film is one thing, but when you meet him in person, genuine, man, you're
I appreciate
awesome,
that, man.
So now we're like thinking, let's do more episodes with him. So obviously new stuff coming for the channel. Comment below and let us know what you want to see. But there's so much exciting news coming that we're going to be doing all together collectively.
Oh, absolutely. I think everyone on the comments is going to say, when are we going to see your face? That's probably the biggest question. Even I was like, oh, this guy has a face when I met you, but immediately walked into my restaurant. I'm like, I know that voice. So the man behind the camera. But I want, you know, jumping off this podcast that we're going to be doing, you know, on the channel and you know, going on to Spotify and iTunes and actually doing on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you like this video. I don't think everyone knows the backstory of you guys. And, you know, 11 years running on YouTube. You were doing it way before anyone else. But how did it all come together? I mean, you're in the industry as well, right?
Yeah, I've been in the industry for many, many years.
Yeah.
My backstory is been in the fast food industry all my life. And when I had opened my last store, Hiro was actually working across the street from me. And I opened up a little kind of a dinky place, Japanese as well. And people are like, why are you opening up a Japanese place? I mean, this is a Japanese restaurant across the street. I'm like, mine's a little bit different. You know, I'm doing protein shakes. I'm doing kind of Japanese fast food.
Okay.
And
where was this?
This is in 2009.
2009. What area?
It's called the Mimo District.
Mimo District.
Yeah, that's kind of like around the 70s and Biscayne Boulevard.
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
right
that was
there.
kind of like the last portion of Miami that needed to be updated because you had North Miami, you had Aventura, you have downtown. Everything was getting developed at the time.
Right.
Back in 2009, that area was very, very seedy still.
Yeah.
A lot of homeless people, a lot of girls walking around and stuff like that. So my business was not successful at all. And we always look back and say, well, what brought you here today? And it's those moments that you think, what am I doing here sitting? And we literally had like no one walk in the door on some days.
Wow, yeah.
And that was the toughest moment of all. But the best thing is I did a fundraiser. And lo and behold, on my first day of business, I don't know, but Hiro told me the story. He actually came into my business and ordered a shake. And he ordered a Kobe steak teriyaki. And
That's a good one. You have to listen.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I'm like, yes, I got my first order. But then I didn't have it. I just put it, you know, come on, in the restaurant industry, you know, well, not your restaurant, but a lot of times you put stuff on it just to get attention. But we're actually temporarily out. Come back tomorrow. I mean, if
So you're hawking. You're saying, "Oh, we've got this amazing Kobe beef in." The only guy that's willing to buy it comes in on the first day, and
I think
he's out.
I had a menu from his place.
Yeah.
Already I have menu. Then since I look at the menu, right, the first thing is Kobe. Oh, that's what I has to order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
You're going for it.
Yeah, then I go Kobe. No.
Yeah. So one thing I learned in the short time being with Hiro-san, he loves steaks and katsu sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
Katsu and steak is his main. So I've eaten a lot of steak with you guys. so he comes in.
He comes in. I don't remember his face, but he comes in. He orders that, and he orders a shake. Of course, I didn't have that, and I don't know what the rest is history because after that particular day, not having it, I was so excited. I'm like, okay, I need to have it on the menu now
Right.
because I have people asking for it, especially on the first day.
Yeah.
But no one ever. He was the only one who asked for it.
He was the one and only.
In the short tenure of the restaurant. Anyway, after that, every single day after that, this older Haitian lady would come and buy a protein shake, and she was not part of my demographics I was expecting
Right.
to buy one of my protein shakes, right?
Right.
And every day, lo and behold, she would come and she'd walk across the street. So I found out later on that she was buying it for Hiro.
Oh, every single time.
Every single time, and he was
That's
trying all of it.
crazy.
So how the story was is that we both did a fundraiser for a good cause down in the design district.
Sure.
And after that thing was pretty much over, he walked over to my side, and we just hit it off. We just started talking,
Yeah.
and then he finally revealed himself. Like, he's the one who was coming and buying the shakes, but sending someone over.
Yeah.
So I got his information, we talked, and then when the restaurant happened, what happened was when someone walked in the restaurant and they offered another location downtown.
Right.
And this is before anything was there. But I was thinking, wow, this might be a great location because there's 3 major hotels there. You have a Marriott, you have a Hilton, and you have a Doubletree right in front of the location to build this restaurant. And at the time, there was a sales office for the
Right.
condos for the
So it
the
looked like a
Tower.
good business
Yeah.
opportunity. And so you guys went into business on a
We went back the next day to look at it, got a tour of the place, got a great deal for the rent, and the landlord was
Right.
phenomenal. So we went down there, and again, we that's how we started.
2009. So this
2009, we signed the lease, and
yeah.
2011, it took a while to open up because it was a brand new construction.
Right.
That's a whole nother story for a whole nother podcast. How the construction of the restaurant.
Yeah,
Hiro,
that's how.
yeah, I said, Hiro, why don't you come down? Come down and join me. And he came down, saw the location, which is very close to where he was living.
Right.
And we were there for like maybe over an hour.
And where were you working during that time? And
I was working at the Moshi Moshi restaurant in the Biscayne.
okay.
Yeah, just cross the street.
Still- it's still there now.
Oh, still there. Still there. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And then just good connection. Said, okay, let's just jump on a opportunity
Yeah,
together. And
yeah,
because I remember those early videos of you guys filming. Was that
Oh, that's
in
crazy.
that was in
That was there.
the
That was
original
inside the kitchen. So
oh, that's crazy.
the whole thing, how the channel started was, so we opened in May 2011. And then Hiro and we have our own personal YouTube channel. And we had a conversation. How do we promote this business?
Right.
Because on the menu, we talk about a real Japanese chef. And back in the day, and I think still today, people want to know who's at the helm.
Right,
Like
right.
today, everyone's doing sushi, but where do they get their training from? Because obviously, when you eat their food, you can tell the caliber of it. Nowadays, it's
Right.
kind of
No,
interesting how
absolutely.
things have evolved in the sushi field. And so, 2011, towards the end of it, around October, we said, all right, let's start a YouTube channel to promote the restaurant. So it was kind of like, all right, Hiro's like, let's do a video of me cutting stuff because on his personal channel, that went viral for him. How many views did you get on that?
Close to 700,000.
700,000.
What were you
Grow by.
No, but how
The
about
first one, cutting one, right?
Yeah.
Cutting exercise one.
But at the time in 2011, how many views did you have at the time?
Be honest, that the video is not really growing up. Last of 10 years.
Yeah. But in the
it's
beginning,
the beginning, actually, that one I was uploading 2007.
Wow.
Then of course I see that 1,000, 2,000, and 10,000, and now
I don't-
680 something thousand.
I don't know many chefs at that time going on YouTube, thinking about doing skill sharing or anything like that. This is 2007.
Especially 2007.
That's
not too many
crazy.
people.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Not many people at all. I mean, YouTube was very new. They weren't monetizing, and we didn't do it for the money.
Yeah.
Actually, monetizing is actually they're offering to me after passing the 100,000.
Wow.
And then Google actually offered it to me the AdSense.
Yeah, yeah.
And once, my viewer going to close to 200,000 and a copyright.
Yeah.
Copyright thing was getting more stronger and no monetizing at all.
Was
His
that like was that like the light bulb moment? Oh, we've got something here.
And well, not really at that moment. So we were thinking, what should we do? Because his video, like he said, when they stopped monetizing, it was around 200,000 views. So he was like, let's do a cutting one. So that's when we decided. And back in the day, there was no editing, there was no cringy music, right? That was just basically one camera, straight through, and just him cutting vegetables, showing his skills. Because, I was impressed, and I think a lot of people are.
So how did the restaurant's going strong? You just opened, and how soon after you opened the restaurant did you say, okay, we're gonna start doing YouTube, or start uploading pretty regularly? Because that's 2011 time.
So so we.
Yeah, I think the beginning anyway. We don't think about to do YouTube.
Yeah.
Just
Promote the
we don't
business.
think about to become to a YouTuber or monetizing to make
Which
it.
now,
to
when
do
you
the
went to
living,
Japan, now you're not known as Chef Hiro. You're like YouTuber Hiro.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, I
know,
think
like
you are.
YouTuber.
You are now
People-
YouTuber Hiro. Yeah. Yeah.
But we just starting idea was so promoting.
Just
the
promote
We
the
wanted to
restaurant.
promote the restaurant.
Yeah.
We want to promote some of the dishes. So we show people how to do it. And so at that same time, we were probably uploading one video every several weeks.
Oh, wow.
But
okay.
the first one that we uploaded, people started commenting about, oh, he didn't wash the vegetables. Oh, he didn't wash his hands. I mean, all these, and I used to comment back, and I'm like, how do you know he didn't wash his hands?
Oh, it's
And
so
how do you know what the
ridiculous.
vegetables was used for? I mean, it was constantly back, kind of like, YouTube famous comments and kind of arguing people. So, since then I've of course gotten very thick skin.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Evolved and
Yeah.
don't let the haters hate, man. Just do the thing,
Let 'em
right?
know.
And so, what was a moment where you guys are like, okay, we've got something here. This is making more sense in the restaurant, right? I think a lot of people, whether they're watching because they're chefs or they're watching because they make videos on their own or they're just trying to grab experience from your channel, they're like, when does it start making sense where maybe we should go all in? What was that moment for you guys? When do you guys feel like that was that aha moment?
So probably 3 years or so right away, we started getting views. That video actually went viral, the first one.
And
today it's got 15 million views.
Salmon one, right?
No, not the salmon. The salmon one went even more viral. But in the beginning, that kind of changed everything.
Okay.
Was that Hiro's friend in Japan was at Gold's Gym working out, and he looked up at the monitor and saw Hiro on TV, and that's kind of the aha moment that maybe there's an opportunity
in Japan.
In Japan.
In Japan, actually, 2000. I forgot exactly what time. When was it? From Japan, NHK actually.
NHK,
they want
yeah.
to take us some video. So they want to show up to in Japan those programs.
And that's like a national Japanese channel
that's
here in the States.
Actually, my friend was shown to the Gold Gym.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 2011 when we started, and of course probably
12.
6 to
Like
12
what?
months later, some money came in for viewership. I think the first check that Hiro got was $40.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we just kind of.
Do you still have that check? You should have that check somewhere. We always say it takes 10,000 hours to get good at a skill set, right? Or it takes, you just have to, it's repetition. But it does come a point in your career where you kind of want something more, right?
Right.
You want to see what else is out there. And I'm sure creatively this was a great outlet for you, Chef. Was it hard for you? You made a couple skill set videos, you're just there, but now you're talking on camera, you're actually personality. Was that difficult for you to transition?
Still I'm talking is not so easy to me. But for the cooking, it's not. I'm okay for that.
Second nature.
So it's nothing to pretending or nothing to making a character.
Right.
Just do the natural,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
do things in the cooking is everything like an extension of my job.
Were you finding that just more and more viewers were wanting to know more about you guys, and so you started doing a little bit more of that?
Yeah. Also, the moment changing is once you brought the Big Mac.
Yeah,
That's
that was another
game
moment.
changer.
The Big Mac. Let's
The
talk.
Big Mac. So the Big Mac
yeah.
was kind of like everyone knows here for the Big Mac sushi roll. It was very natural. I'm like, all right, we're gonna film today. What are we gonna film? Let me think of something completely out of his comfort zone.
Right.
I filmed myself going through a drive-through, got a couple Big Macs, and I'm here. I got a surprise for you, and I dropped it there, and he thought I brought him lunch. I'm like, no, here's a couple Big Macs. Okay,
Let's
make a sushi roll out of it.
I was looking at the Big Mac for 10 minutes.
How are you gonna? Because
So-
that's a thing. I'm seeing that more on my feed now. Is like, hey, make some. So this. You guys are like kind of pioneering this.
I will
back
say
in the
this
day.
though, Mike, because everyone says, oh, Good Mythical Morning started Will It Sushi.
Yeah.
We had actually started that episode, Will It Sushi at Big Mac, almost a year before they started their Will It Sushi series.
Oh wow.
Obviously, Good Mythical Morning's huge.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
saying that, we're bigger than them, we're better than them. No, but I'm just trying to clear the timeline.
Yeah.
So we had done it, and then they had done a bunch of,
All right, so-
they've been doing Will It this, Will It that, but the Will It Sushi, we definitely started first.
So they need
with
they,
that episode.
they need to have you over and do Will It Sushi
I
on
know,
the
right?
mythical. Yeah.
But it was
let's-
so big because Eater picked it up, Time Magazine picked it up.
oh, that's crazy.
yeah, it was great. And so,
Success in it. Yeah, it's
success
amazing,
and-
man.
yeah.
So those are like some key moments. So I mean, fast forward to now. I want to also know too, coming up with videos is not easy. Like constantly coming up with. I mean, do you storyboard? Do you guys have just a laundry list of ideas? Like how today we're gonna cook iguana. Which is still one of the craziest videos I've ever seen of you,
or
Chef.
Isopod, have you seen
Yeah,
that one?
the isopod is just crazy, but that process to say, you're doing stuff that no sushi chef. I mean, I don't want to touch it. How does that process work for you guys to like come up with all of these videos?
Be honest,
Yeah.
ever since something crazy one,
Right.
is coming idea come from.
So okay, so all the crazy you want to just do normal sushi. Hey, here's a isopod in a bag or something. Yeah.
And the interesting part is I never practice.
So that's one like you're not testing and trying, you're figuring it out.
No, that's the day making the filming.
Right.
That's my first moment I do cooking.
Yeah. Yeah.
I already have a kind of idea what kind of spice I'm using.
Sure.
But I never had it before that I support cuts and open whatever. I have never experienced.
I mean, I've never.
That's why it's kind of interesting.
But isn't it
What's
crazy? So
going on?
now chefs are going on your channel and they're using it as a tool to like, I'm going to try to use iguana. I'm going to try to use an isopod. And now they get to, so that must be so humbling for you to get recognized all over the world that, hey, I learned how to break down salmon because of your videos. How often do you get that?
We get that all the time. Everywhere we go, many chefs still hear, oh, by the way, I learned to do this because of your videos with here and there.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times when we get ideas, right now the channel has 750 videos.
700.